as you can see, Tim, the most obvious dilemma for Justin is that 15 ball might just go in, you know, if you can just drop it in. Could even use the one, wishes to do so. Went in directly. As you can see, Tim, the most obvious. How easy has he made this one look? This is a great start, and is that for Justin? 15 ball might just go in, you know, if you can just drop it in.
Yeah, you would say nowadays with how
wishes to do so.
everybody's knowledge is on how the perfect technique looks like in general. You would say he has a bit of an interesting backhand. He does keep it very fluent in the back, and indeed does start the match with a breaker run. As you alluded to, the break could be quite the hurdle for some players. We've seen the defending champion Albin struggle for
this is a great start.
5-6 breaks until he finally got something. So interesting you would say how nowadays with how Bergman can stay at the table on how the perfect technique looks like in general. You would say he has a bit of an interesting backhand. He does keep it very fluent in the back, and indeed does start the match with a breaker run. As you alluded to, the break could be quite the hurdle for some players. We've seen the defending champion Albin struggle for
this is a great. It's always nice to see that we have got so many people out there in the stands watching this match. Very early, as you can see, pretty much full crowd. That is very encouraging to see. And why wouldn't you when you have the best of the best competing in this event?
An interesting backhand.
This is exactly the place to pick up some inspiration.
Indeed, to start the match. Yeah, I was quite surprised actually. I mean, of course, now the weekend, we've gotten to the weekend. But yesterday, on the Thursday, the place was packed. Struggle with a lot of people actually supporting Bergman, but they all stayed over to the bank's final. So I have to say that was quite early to watch.
Pretty much full crowd. That is very encouraging to see.
Another great break.
Why
Look at this
wouldn't you
spread.
when you have the best of the
balls
best
in,
competing in this event?
hitting him nice and square. I mean,
This
it's
is
not the
exactly
most
the place to
entertaining
pick up
break
some
if you think
inspiration.
about it, but impact, nice spread. Yeah, it was quite a wonderful opportunity. I do like the stripes. We've gotten to the weekend. Could even go solid. Go from the 2 to the 5 ball. The place was packed. 5 ball big blocked by the 11 in the top left.
Nice to see that
They all
we have got
stayed
people
over to the
out
bank's
there in the
final.
stands
So
watching this match.
I have to say that was quite
Very early
early to watch.
See pretty much full crowd. It's interesting. He's called the extension, but he still had like 29 seconds. Have the best of left hand stock competing in this event.
Hitting him nice and square, but it's not the most. Maybe it's just a reassurance thing. Impact, nice spread. If you figure out quite a wonderful opportunity, I do like the stripe. Everything should be fine. Maybe go 12, 15. Play the 9 to get in between the 10 and the 8 one rail. 11 in the top left, and then go 11, 13, 8. Over to the bank final. So I have to say that was quite early to watch.
Got his cue ball exactly where he was aiming at. Still had like 29 seconds. He took on the first ball on the stock. Competing in this event.
Hitting him nice and square, but it's not the most. Maybe it's just
around the 10.
Reassurance thing.
Follow it up in the same corner pocket as the 9.
I do like the stripe.
Left himself an angle here to work with as well. So
Made
his
a
cue
9
ball
to get
so far has been very strong.
the 8 one rail. 11 in the top left, and then go 11, 13, 8. Well, I think it's also because of his background. I mean, he's played big money matches. He's been
Where he was aiming at.
for a long time. He's been one of the best one pocket and bank players around. I'm not gonna say everybody feared playing him, but there were not too many challengers
Around the 10.
reassurance thing to
Follow
play against.
it up in the same corner pocket as the 9.
And it mainly has to do with well, his composure in general as well. very calm.
Ball so far has been very strong.
Great cue ball. Doesn't really lose control much. 13-8. Well, I say never, but because of his background, I mean, he's played so big money matches, good, you would say. Been a bit of a shot here, though. We'll have to at least draw back to the center of the table.
Yeah, this is
not going to say more stroke playing him.
Exactly, and this is the type of shot where you need to get a bit of bite in the cue ball. If you overhit this, you can easily lose your cue ball. There you go. Very smoothly done as well. So
very calm.
now it is very important for him just to leave himself a shot at the 8, rather than to try and be perfect on it. He needs to make up his mind, either send his cue ball towards the side rail, he's just looking there, or play into the gap of the 1 and the 4. I do believe the gap in between the 1 and the 4 is a bit more risky. And that's why he played towards the side here, where you need to get a bit of bite in the cue ball.
Took the medicine. Good news though, doesn't really have to stun the ball much.
Very smoothly
Float it in.
Very calm. Now it is very important for him just to leave himself a shot at the 8.
He's still going to give it a bit of a stun, but just not too far. Down goes the 8.
Sends his cue ball towards the side rail.
Runs to the road now. What start for the American?
Or play into the gap of the 1 and the 4. I do believe just the start he was after, and 4 is a bit more risky. You add to that, Tim, and it's been flawless so far. Play towards the side here, where you need to get a bit of bite in the cue ball.
Took the medicine. Good news though, doesn't really have to stun the ball much. Float it in. Very calm.
Now it is very important for him just to leave himself a shot at the 8.
He's still going to give it a bit of a stun. Yeah, who knows, as we might witness this match. I mean, I actually have seen some matches where the balls were breaking good, the table layouts were nice. I do believe Albin last year when he won the title, he had one match where he had 7 or 8 breaker runs in this format, so it is very possible. Took the medicine, just doesn't happen as much because you have to hit the break so consistently, so well, enough energy, smooth enough. So, curious to see if he can keep this break up. I mean, who knows, as we might witness this match. I mean,
not only the balls have been flying in, it's also refreshing to see he's not breaking second ball or even third ball. At some point yesterday, we saw the players playing for the third ball break. He's going head on, and so far so good.
It is very possible. Yeah, I gotta say, it doesn't happen. A cue ball being saved by break so consistent, side pocket knuckle, so well, enough energy. Yet, I mean, smooth enough. 8 ball doesn't matter. You can hit him ugly and still make 4 balls. To see if he can. He's just got to believe in making ball. As we might witness this match. I mean, now the 1 ball is tied up with the 9.
Balls have been flying in. It's also refreshing
Kind of
to
liked
see
maybe
second
real
ball or
first on
even
the
third
6.
ball. At some point yesterday, we saw the players playing for
Could
the
even
third
go real
ball
first
break.
on the
He's
6,
going head on, and
choosing to run the cue ball into the 8 and the 9. Yeah, I gotta most likely you're going to be on the 2 being or the 7 ball. Bit of a risk, but I think if it enough energy, yet, I mean, most of the time it's going to work out, I would say, if you don't play it too soft. Still make 4 balls to see if he can. He's just got to believe in making the ball. For the stripes, of course, you've got the 9 as a problem. The 13 doesn't go by the 6. That's 2 problems, and not maybe too many options to break them open. But does the if the 1 ball does go first on the 6, definitely going real first on the 6 ball into the 8 and the 9. Yeah, I got most likely you're going to be on the 2 or the 7. Have gotten to me. 1 ball does go. Wow, what a layout he's got here. If you don't play it too soft, you can drop underneath from the 7 to the 6. Just got the 5 and the 2 in the top left. Go from the 8 for the or go from the 4. Of course, you've got the 9 as a problem. The 13 doesn't go by the 6. That's 2 problems, and not maybe too many options
coming up.
Break them open.
He's nicely on the 6 here, and he can follow the plan as you just mentioned. He got 4 ball towards the end. end. Play position on the 8. Just wondering if he's got a little bit of an angle here. Top this one through with a low left spin. Send his cue ball up table.
From the 7 to the 6. Just got to be 5 and the 2 in the top left. Go from the 8 or go from the 4.
Like I said at the beginning of the rack, it's refreshing to see a player going head on the first ball and utilizing up most of it. Because, you know, the second ball break and the third ball break, even though it's follow the plan as you just very useful tactic, it also towards the end comes with a price tag where the layouts are very tough. There's a lot of safety exchanges here. Justin Bergman so far putting on a clinic here. Spin. Send his cue ball up table.
Well, I've got to say the layouts have been nice too.
Like I said at the beginning of the rack, it's refreshing to see a player going
indeed, he's
head on the first ball and
he's not playing too fast, taking his time to
most of it.
Make a decent plan at least.
The second ball break and the third ball break, even though it's a plan as you just very useful tactic, it also
very clean pool. He almost
comes with
put himself on top of the 15.
The layouts are very tough. There's a lot of safety
just okay.
Justin Bergman
go 2 rows forward to the 8. Or could go 1 row either.
Cue ball up table.
Doesn't matter as much. Well, I've got to say the layouts have been nice too.
Like I said at the beginning of the rack, it's refreshing to see a player going
indeed, he's
head on the first ball.
He's not playing too fast, taking his time to make a decent plan at least. And the local crowd is going to enjoy this. 3 back right now. Very clean pool. He almost put himself on top of World 8 World Champion Joshua Filler, maybe in a bit of early trouble. Just okay. Go 2 rows forward to the 8. We could go 1 row.
There you can see everything is on 0 for him. That's obviously why it explains it, because he's had no table time. Justin Bergman on his end, everything is on 100%. What a start.
And the local crowd is going to enjoy this. 3 back right now. Very clean pool. He almost put himself on top of World 8 World Champion Joshua Filler, maybe in a bit of early trouble. Just okay. Go 2 rows forward to the 8. We could go Joshua had a walkover in the first round. I mean, this is a 96-player field, meaning 64 players battle it out in the opening round.
Everything is on 100%.
What a start. Another 32 seeded players in the first winners round. And the local crowd is going to enjoy this. So this is Filler's first match. Did not even get to hit a ball. And there again, the cue ball was tracking towards the side, but look at how many balls are flying in. Now, Joshua gets the cue ball. Had a walkover 5 first round. I mean, this is a
not only kicked the cue ball, also flew in.
64 players battle it out in the opening round. It's currently everything he's doing is working. It's like everything he touches is gold. Seeded players in the
would have loved to have started off with the solids. As you can see, that 10 ball is quite a nuisance. They're sitting so close next to the 7, but I don't think he's got an opening shot on the solids here, so he might have to go for the stripes and work his way towards that 10 ball.
Now, Joshua,
the rest seems pretty obvious,
5 first round,
as opposed to the designated pocket. Is he going for the bank here on the 4 ball?
Yeah,
cutting the 6 in to the side.
It's currently everything he's doing is working. It's like everything he touches is gold. Yeah, I mean it does make sense. It's one cross corner. This is not the most difficult bank.
That 10 ball is
this is
quite
solid
a
after.
I mean, they're sitting so close next to the 7, but I
take
don't
your
think he's
chances
got an
here.
opening shot on the solids here, so he might have to go for the
Good.
stripes and work his way towards that 10 ball.
If you can get from the 6 to the 3 ball, so you go to the center of the table, take a bit more cut,
as opposed to
the 3, and use the 7 to get to the short side of the 2.
The 6 in to the side.
because that's obviously going to be the biggest challenge. Yeah, I mean, it does make sense. Ball not going by the three corner. This is not the most difficult bank.
That 10 ball is
This is
quite
solid
a
after.
They're sitting so close. Play this cue ball into an area here. Opening shot. He's got options here. Might have to go for the
Good.
work his great takes away the 3 ball.
If you can get from the 6 to the 3 ball,
Take the 7 first and then work around it, but it's a matter of preference, really.
the 3, and use the 7 to get to the short side of the 2.
Needs to check the cue ball.
Because that's obviously going to be the biggest challenge. Yeah, a bit of a shot here though on the 3 to get to the short side of the 2. Playing it with stun easily understroked of over
Play this cue ball into an area here. Opening shot. He's got options here. Might have to go for the
we could be looking for any problems
away the 3 ball.
so far. If you can get clinical to the 3 ball,
Take the 7 first and then work around it, but it's a matter of cause him any trouble.
and use the 7 to get to
Particularly the way he played it, he didn't bash at it.
because that's
We
obviously
just
going to be
saw a close-up on Joshua
a
Filler.
bit of a shot here though on the
The greatest players
to get to
ever
the short
to
side
pick
of
up
the
a
2.
cue.
Playing it with
But
stun
this is the nature of the game. Win or break. You
understroked
could be
over
the greatest of all time, but when your opponent is playing like this, there's nothing you can do about it.
we could be looking for any problems
Away the 3
so
ball.
far. If you can get clinical to the 3 ball,
Take the 7 first and then work around it, but it's a matter of cause him any trouble.
and use the 7 to get to
Particularly the way he played it, he didn't bash at it.
because that's
We
obviously
just
going to be
saw a
the
close-up
Yeah, I mean,
on Joshua Filler.
I really like the
The
stats,
greatest players
but again, when
ever.
someone's playing perfect and the other guy hasn't shot yet,
This is the nature of the game. Win or
not so
break.
much to look at. The only thing you can actually look at is the
Greatest
average
of all
balls
time,
pocketed
but
on the
when your
break.
opponent is playing like
The
this,
balls
there's
pocketed
nothing you can do
total
about it.
36 for the American. Balls pocketed, and still not even a
Take the
chance
7
at the
first
table
and then work
for the
around it,
German.
but it shouldn't cause him any trouble. Particularly the way he played it, he didn't bash at it. Make no mistake, obviously he will
Yeah, I
need
mean,
some assistance from the
I really like
table,
the
the
stats,
layout after the break,
but
but he's
when
well
someone's playing
capable to
perfect
run
and the other
out this
guy
match.
hasn't shot yet,
This is the
Justin
nature of the
Bergman.
game. Win or
Not so
break.
much to look at. The only thing you can actually look at is the
Greatest
average
of all
balls
time,
pocketed
but
on the
when your
break.
opponent is playing like
So
this,
far, the
there's
break
nothing
table
you can do about it. Has been
36
a very, very handy weapon
balls
for
pocketed,
Justin Bergman.
and still not even
Let's
a
see
chance at
how
the
he breaks
table
in the 5th.
for the German.
This shouldn't cause him any trouble. Particularly the way he played it, he didn't bash at it. Make no mistake, obviously he will
Yeah, I
need
mean,
some assistance from the
I really like
table,
the
the
stats,
layout after the break.
but
For the
well
first time
capable
after
to
run out
the guy
5
hasn't
racks,
shot
Justin
yet.
Bergman.
Not so
At the
much
start
to
of the
look at.
5th rack,
The only thing you can
we'll
actually
see
look
Josh
at is
Filler
the
in
average
action.
balls pocketed on the break.
So far, the break tip has been
Yeah, that
very, very handy
ball
weapon
going straight
for
towards the
Justin
side,
Bergman.
and still not even
See
very close.
how he breaks in
Now
the 5th.
for the German.
This shouldn't cause him any trouble.
I was gonna say, has clustered up the 1, maybe still possible to find a shot on the 1 from some angle.
Make no mistake, obviously he will
Yeah, I
need
mean,
some assistance from the
I really like
table, the
outside
layout
spin
after
to
the
throw the 1 ball.
first time after run out 5 racks, Justin Bergman.
Yeah, and you can imagine too, Joshua has been in the
Josh
chair
Filler in
for,
action.
well, let's say 20 minutes.
So
So
far,
we've
the
started
break tip
5 minutes.
has been
Yeah, that's the original starting
ball
time.
going
Going still 20 minutes in the chair. Means also that the feeling for the table could be gone for just a couple balls. Has clustered up the 1, maybe still possible to find 1 ball. Wasn't the cleanest position he played onto the 4. Yeah, I mean, but now look at how open side spins have been throw the 1 ball laying overall, and look at how open it's laying right now. Yeah, and you can imagine too, Joshua has been in the chair for, well, let's say 20 minutes. So we've started 5 minutes. Yeah, that's the original starting time. Going
first
straight
time I
till
saw
20 minutes in
Josh
the
Filler
chair.
play live in action. He
Means also
must
that
have
the
been
feeling
anything
for the table
10 or 11 years old, and even
Gone
then you
for
could sense how
just a couple
talented
balls.
this young
Clustered
fella
up the
is.
1, maybe still
What he's
possible to
gone
find.
on to achieve
Although it
is
wasn't the cleanest position
nothing
he
short
played
of extraordinary.
before. Yeah, I mean, now I look at how outside spins have been throw the one ball laying overall.
You would say, Tim, he's very much still in his prime, or near his prime.
Joshua has been in the chair for, well, let's say 20 minutes. So we've started 5 minutes. Yeah, unfortunately for myself, I have experienced enough against Joshua Filler, so I think I'm able to write
10 or 11
books
years
about
old,
it.
and even
Gone
then you
for
could sense how
just a couple
talented
balls.
this young fella is.
Phenom by itself.
What he's gone on to achieve is
Wasn't the cleanest position
nothing
he
short
played
of extraordinary.
before. Yeah, I mean, now look at how open
Responded like a champion, Tim. You would say, Tim, had the very much still in his prime, weathered the storm, or near his prime. That onslaught by Justin Bergman for the first time got a chance, and he made the most of it. Now, it'll be very interesting to see how
unfortunately for
Joshua
myself,
Filler
I
will
have
start breaking in this match.
experienced
It
enough
will be his
against
first break in the
Joshua
match.
Filler, so I think I'm able to write
10 or 11
books
years
about
old,
it.
and even
Gone
then you
for
could sense how
just a couple
talented
balls.
this young fella is.
Phenom by itself.
What he's gone on to achieve is
Wasn't the cleanest position
nothing
he
short
played
of extraordinary.
Yeah, slight change there in the stats.
Responded like a champion, Tim.
Finally got his first shot after the break. 20% now for
Weathered the
Joshua, of
storm,
course.
near his prime. That
Once
onslaught
out
by
of
Justin
5 breaks.
Bergman for the first time got a chance, and he made the most of it. Now, it'll be very interesting to see
Yeah,
how
unfortunately,
Joshua
970
Filler will start
the
breaking in
overall
this match.
performance from
It will be
Bergman,
his first break
making
in the
only
match.
one mistake, which was that one dry break.
10 or 11
books
years
about
old,
it.
and even
Gone
then you
for
could sense how
couple
talented
balls.
this young fella is.
Phenom by itself.
What he's gone on to achieve is
Wasn't the cleanest position
nothing
he
short
played
of extraordinary.
Yeah, slight change there in the stats.
Responded like a champion, Tim.
Finally got his first shot after the break. 20% now.
Weathered
Yeah,
the storm,
absolutely crushed him. Is he gonna get something?
For the first time, got a chance, and he made the
Well,
most
that
of it.
10 ball might be forcing him
Very
into
interesting to see
yeah,
how
taking the 9, having to go stride performance from Bergman. Making only one
the long
mistake,
part
which
here.
was that one
If he
dry
is
break.
desperately to go for the solids here, you can take the 7, but like you say, the 9 seems pretty obvious first shot. On to achieve is nothing short of extraordinary.
Yeah, slight change there in the stats.
Responded like a champion, Tim. That's a collector's item there, Tim.
20% now. Yeah, absolutely crushed him.
Wants
He's
his
gonna
cue
get
up
something.
right after impact.
Well, that 10 ball might
Don't know
be
what went
forcing
wrong
him
there.
into taking the 9, having to go stride. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can imagine is him knowing that maybe he had to
take the 7, but
to draw the cue ball in between the 5 and the 8, trying to hold the cue ball, and he's down 4-1 in the race to 8. Maybe there's additional pressure.
Responded like a champion.
This is
That's
massive
a
for
collector's
Justin.
item
He
there,
even
Tim.
gets to pick if he wants to be solid or stripes.
Wants
He's
his
gonna
cue
get
up
something.
right after impact.
Well, that 10 ball might
Don't know
be
what went
forcing
wrong
him
there.
to
Make no mistake about it, Justin Bergman has
Yeah, I
yet
mean,
to
the
miss
only
a
thing I
shot in
can
this
imagine
match.
is him knowing
It's just that he had one
that
dry break.
maybe he had to
take the 7, it's caused him to
draw the
lose a
cue
rack,
between
but
the 5 and the 8,
no
trying
obvious
to hold
first
the
in
cue
play.
ball,
He's been
and
perfect.
he's down 4-1 in the race to 8. Maybe there's additional pressure.
Responded like a champion.
This is
That's a
massive for
collector's
Justin.
item
He
there,
even
Tim.
gets to pick if he wants to be solid or stripes.
Wants his
He's gonna
cue
get
up
something.
right after impact.
Well, that 10 ball might
Don't know
be
what went
forcing
wrong
him.
there.
Yeah, just
Make no
gotta
mistake
say,
about it, Justin
I think
Bergman.
I like to take the 10 ball away quite early though. Could play to the short
Just that he
side
had
of the
one dry
13.
break.
Maybe he had to
take the 7, but caused him to
draw the
lose a
cue
rack.
maybe
But
14, 10,
in
13,
play, he's been
15,
perfect.
8. He's down 4-1 in the race to 8. Maybe there's additional pressure. This could also go up to the 15, but to play the 13 by the 6, and if you leave yourself too much angle, now suddenly it could be funny to get on the 8 ball. Yeah, just gotta say,
About it, Justin
I think
Bergman.
I like to take the 10 ball away. Well, maybe he believes it. 13 still goes by the 10? Okay. Maybe he had to
caused him to
Draw the
lose a
key,
rack, but
maybe 14, 10, 13, 15, 8.
I'm just wondering, Tim, would you rather prefer to leave yourself high on the 10 or
Additional pressure.
send your cue ball towards the top rail here?
Could also go up to the 15, but to play the 13 by the 6. And if you leave yourself too much angle, now suddenly it could be funny to get on the 8 ball. Yeah, just gotta I kind of like this. Go one rail straight down. Maybe he believes it. I mean, you just gotta tell yourself, listen, I'm most likely not gonna get straight in on the 8. Maybe 14, 10, 13. 15, 8.
I'm just wondering, Tim, would you rather prefer to leave yourself high on the 10 or
that's the only thing you gotta take. I mean, you cannot always put yourself straight in. Could also go up 8 for 5-1 to play the 13 by taking over the momentum after. And if you leave yourself too much angle, a shocking miss from the killer could be funny to get on the 8 ball. Yeah, just gotta I kind of like this. Oh, go one real straight down. Maybe he believes
talk
it.
about shocking
You
misses?
just gotta tell yourself.
Nobody said that one coming.
What
happened there?
14, 10, 13. 15, 8. Yeah, you could say maybe the spin got him. I mean, he could have maybe played it with top spin. You got to take messing with low right. Put yourself straight in. But then yet, it's 8 for 5-1. This is huge. I mean, this was a great chance to take the momentum back from the killer. From this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Filler wins this rack and possibly gets this match 4 each, 5 each.
Talk about shocking misses. Nobody said that one coming. What happened there?
Yeah, Filler just a little roll up on the 2, making sure Bergman cannot see the 8. You could say maybe the spin got him. I mean, he could have 5 ball.
He's got the 8 into the left side pocket. That's always going to be a very tough shot.
This is huge. I mean, this was a great chance to take the momentum back.
Obviously take the 5 first here.
From this point, I wouldn't be surprised
Rest
if
is
Filler wins this rack
out in the open.
Match 4 each, 5 each.
Talk about costly error, the missed 8 ball there, Tim. That one coming. Overcut it there.
Yeah, Filler just
now has to sit there and suffer. Can be the loneliest place in earth, isn't it? You just missed the shot that you know you can make 1,000 pounds out of 1,000. That's always going to be a very tough shot.
This is huge. Yeah, actually, don't forget, 2 shocking misses in one rack, even though everything else has been perfect.
Out in the open.
Perfect play so far from both gents.
Talk about costly error, the
mistakes
there,
there.
Tim.
Maybe they're feeling this is kind of a turning point either way.
Sit there and suffer.
I'm a strong believer of momentum. It's like a wave that comes and goes. The guys go riding that wave. You can easily win 3, 4, 5, 6. But when you're on the other end, when you're waiting on the beach, yeah, actually, don't forget, 2 shocking misses is a bit too heavy to overcome. The players might be feeling that too. Perfect play so far from both gents. Mistakes there. Maybe they're feeling this is kind of a turning point either way.
Sit there and suffer.
I'm a strong believer of momentum. What could have been 5-1, no, 4-2, riding that wave. You can easily win 3, 4, 5, 6. It must have been the spin there. On the other end, just a shocking miss. You're waiting on the beat. Crucial point in the match, and there's that. Don't forget the save from Filler. Shocking misses. Kinda too heavy, making sure to get the out. The players might be feeling the most clever shot he could have played from that point. So we're at 4-2. Maybe they're feeling this kind of a turning point either way.
Suffer.
I'm a strong believer of momentum. What could have been 5-1, no, 4-2, riding that way.
Tim, you've played for thousands of hours, just like myself. Sometimes a miss, not always a miss has a crucial clear-cut reason. Sometimes you miss and you don't actually know yourself what went wrong. And that might have been the case there. I mean,
making sure
it's just
get the out. The most clever
turned out he
shot
missed it, but I don't think he knows even what went wrong there.
We're at 4-2. Maybe they're feeling this kind of.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just looked like there was a lot of spin on the cue ball, and I mean, it doesn't mean he has to miss it, but it just felt a bit odd.
Tim, you've played for thousands of hours, just like myself.
This
It's looking
been
dry. It's not always a miss has a
crucial
clear-cut
point.
reason.
He does get back to the table very soon, though, after missing the 8, so
That might have been the case there.
still able to make the difference.
Get the out. That's the most clever.
Turned out he missed it, but 2 and 13 both. Even what went wrong there. Threatened to drop in the side pocket. Stayed out, of course.
Yeah, but I don't know.
15.
It just
Right
looked
away
like there
here.
was a lot of spin on the cue ball.
Got
and
an
I mean,
angle
it
to send
doesn't
his
mean
cue
he
ball
has
up
to miss
table
it,
as well.
It just felt a bit odd.
Tim, you've played for thousands of hours, just like myself. It's
been
looking dry. Now, this is also a crucial part of the game, is when
He
you've
does
missed
get
a
back to the table
very easy shot.
soon, though, after missing the 8.
Is how
so
fast you recover and
difference.
shake off the cobwebs, so to speak, because both. It normally is a rarity for these top stayed out of professionals.
Yeah, but
Miss a shot
I
like
don't
that.
know. It just
Right
looked
away
like there
here.
was a lot of spin on the cue ball.
Got
and
an
I mean,
angle
it
to cue ball up table as well.
It just felt a bit odd.
Tim, you've played for thousands of hours, just like myself. It's looking dry. Now,
Yeah, look at this layout as well.
also a crucial part of the game. Is when
Technically, nothing could go
Very easy
wrong.
shot.
There's so many ways you can play
how
this out.
fast you
You could take the 9 now, play up to the
shake off the
11,
cobwebs, so to speak.
take the
because
12 and draw back first. Having the option to
Normally
either play
is
the
a
9 or the
rarity
13,
for
the only
these
ball
top
that
stayed out of professionals.
doesn't
Miss a shot
go.
like that.
Just the 11 right now.
Got an angle to cue ball up table as well.
It just felt a bit odd.
Tim, you've played for thousands of hours, just like myself. It's looking dry. Now,
Yeah, look at this layout as
I
well.
must say, he's landed a bit awkward here on the 9.
Technically, nothing could go
Very easy
wrong.
shot, leave
There's so
himself a
many
bit
ways
more
you
angle
can play
now.
this out.
Fast,
You could take the 9 now, play up to the
shake off the
11,
cobwebs, so to speak.
take the 12 and draw back first. Having the option to
Normally
either play
is
the
a
9 or the
rarity
13, the only
top
ball that
stayed out of professionals.
doesn't go.
Like that.
Just the
A
11
little close
right
up
now.
of his back arm. The grip on the cue is very, very loose.
Yeah, look at this layout as
I
well.
must say, he's landed a bit awkward here on the 9.
Technically, nothing could go
Very easy
wrong.
shot, leave
There's so
himself a
many
bit
ways
more
you
angle
can
now.
play this out.
Fast,
You could take the 9 now, play up to the
shake off the
11,
cobwebs, so to speak.
take the 12 and draw back first. Having the option to either play the 9 or the 13, the only ball that
After a small glitch, Justin Bergman
now.
once again in charge of the match. The grip on the cue is very, very loose.
Yeah, look at this layout as well.
He's landed a bit awkward here on the 9.
Technically, nothing could go wrong. Yeah, the stats definitely getting closer to each other, but yet still a 3-game difference. 12 and draw back first. Having the option to either play the 9 or the 13, the only ball that
After a small glitch, Justin Bergman.
Yeah, I mean,
once
I'm
again
kind of surprised with the break
charge
success so
of the
far.
match.
I'm definitely not
grip
trying
on
to
the
jinx
cue
him
is
either
very,
way,
very loose.
but we've definitely seen matches where have been completely different, and by completely different, I'm saying major difference. Yeah, the stats definitely getting closer to each other, but yet still a 3-game difference. 12 and draw back first.
After a small glitch, Justin Bergman.
Yeah, I mean,
once
I'm
again
kind of surprised with the break
charge
success so
of the
far. I'm
match.
definitely not
grip
trying
on the
to
cue
jinx
is
him either
very,
way,
very loose.
but we've definitely seen matches where have been completely different, and by completely different, I'm saying major difference.
You can see in the stat,
Yeah, the stats
80%
definitely getting closer to each
success on
other,
his break.
but yet still
That is a
3-game difference.
That cue ball didn't drop, but simultaneously no other ball dropped either. A small glitch.
Oh, and this is where you see, like, he's just not catching the break as much head on as he was. But cue ball tracking towards the side pockets quite a bit. Have been completely different. And if I were a filler seeing this, I would tell myself, okay, listen, just stay calm because my opponent is not breaking the ball so great at the moment.
Getting close to success on his break.
Easier said than done, of course. Still needs to get the job done always.
But simultaneously, no other ball dropped either. A small glitch.
Oh, and this is where you see, like, he's just not catching the break as much head on as he was. But cue ball tracking towards the side pockets quite a bit. Have been completely different. And if I were a filler seeing this, I would tell myself, okay, listen, just stay calm because my opponent is not breaking the ball so great. Then again,
getting close to success on his break.
Easier. Gotta say, I like how the referee has been racking the balls to get the job done. The layouts have been quite nicely spread.
No other ball dropped either.
They've definitely had chances on all the breaks to make balls on the break.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment, Tim. The layouts have been very good, very honest.
Tracking towards the side pockets quite a bit. I mean, not saying they've never had a cluster or never had that one positional shot that had to be perfect. That's where their quality came in from. Then again, like this too, he's going to lay himself on the top side of the 5. I like how he was trying for, but then yet he's going to leave himself a bit longer on the 7. Nicely spread. They've definitely had, technically anything he does on the 7 is okay to be on the 6 with the 8 next to it.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment, Tim. The layouts
going low in the cue ball.
Very good, very honest.
The angle out to be straighter or closer to the 7. I mean, not saying they've never had a cluster or never had that one positional shot that had to be perfect. That's where they're hanging in this match. Then again, like this too, he's going to lay himself on the top side of the 5. I like how he was trying for, but then yet he's going to leave himself a bit longer on the 7. Nicely spread. They've definitely had, technically anything he does on the 7 is okay to be on the 6 with the 8 next to it.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment, Tim. The layouts
going low in the cue ball.
Very good, very honest.
The angle out to be straighter or closer to the 7. I mean, not saying they've never had a cluster
situations. Normally the players are very reluctant to send their cue ball towards another ball.
This match, then again,
found a way to
he's going to lay himself on the top side of the 5. I like
up table, leave himself perfect on the 8 ball.
But then yet
still in with a chance in this match. It's only 2 racks behind.
Technically anything he does on the 7 is okay to be on the 6 with the 8 next to it.
It has that feel about it. It's still up for grabs for both of these players. They can get on a run with their break, especially how Justin started the match. For situations, first full break, reluctant to runs, and nothing towards another ball. This seemed challenging for him. Way to Joshua has yet to make a couple of breaking the 8 ball. Still in with a chance in this match.
Yeah, so far I'm just happy to see that Bergman showed up to this match, not looking as nervous
that feel about it. Still up yesterday. Both of these players.
Still yet, he's up 5-3.
With the break,
the filler is
especially how
definitely getting his stroke back.
First full break,
we'll be just waiting for the break to happen. I mean, so far you could look at it saying, well, he's got a 50-50 chance to make another break around, or at least make balls on the break. I think this match might be able to go all the way.
Still in with a chance in this
yeah,
match.
so far I'm just happy to see that
you heard it here first.
Showed up to this match, not looking as nervous.
5-3
semi-final yesterday.
Both of these players.
Still yet, he's up 5-3.
With the break,
the filler is
especially how
down goes the ball, getting his stroke back. Anything in the open. We'll be just waiting for the break to happen. A bit of a look at it. That's a 50-50 chance to make another break around, or at least make balls side too. Definitely, I think this match skipped able to go all the way. a beat there for Joshua. I'm quite sure so far he felt the pressure of getting the cue ball down the drain. And if you look at this layout, 7 doesn't go by the 12.
5-3.
So you would like to go for the stripes maybe, but then there is a cluster with the 9 and the 10. Yeah, down goes the ball at 13-11, not too ideal. So I don't mind going for the solid, but you gotta use the 6 very early to go 2 rails and not the 7 ball out, or at least make ball side 2. This is to where I'm saying on both sides there is a way things can go wrong. For Joshua, I'm quite sure not so far the cookie run out of getting the cue ball down the drain. If you look at this layout,
here you can see the angle he's got on the 6 to play the shot you've just mentioned.
you would like to
I
go
think
for
it's
the stripes maybe.
quite right, the angle. If we prefer to have a bit more on it, this is more like a 3/4 ball. I would prefer half ball.
Not too ideal.
6.
So
might take the 5 first.
I don't mind
or
going
the
for
3
the
and then the
solid.
5.
You gotta use the 6 very early to go 2 rails.
Now he's going for the stripes, so
It's
slightly more challenging.
On both sides, there is a way things can go wrong. Well, this kind of tells me the 9 is available to the bottom left, which makes things a lot easier. If you look at this layout, you find a way from this angle. I don't think it does. Or maybe off the 5. That is clever, actually.
Quite right,
Left
the
spin,
angle.
draw the cable back, 9 off the 5.
This is more like a 3/4 ball. I would
13,
prefer half ball.
not too ideal.
6.
Oh, he was still able to play the 10 off the 5 as well.
You
gotta use the 6. Nicely spotted.
Now he's going for the stripes, so
All the work not done yet, though.
slightly more
15
challenging.
on both sides. There is to be quite the trap as well. This kind of tells me the 9 is available to the bottom left, which makes things a lot easier.
He's contemplating to send his cue ball up table, and from this angle he might just nudge the 13. Doesn't have to do that, of course. No, quite right. He took a different route.
9 off the 5.
This is more like a 3/4 ball. I would tough to tell what he's left himself. I mean, that 12 obviously always was available.
10 off the 5 as well.
Doesn't look like
Nicely spotted.
now he's going for something else is available.
Work not done. He must have played for the 15 into the center, playing the 13 to the top right in this case. This kind of view, the 9 is available to the bottom left, which makes things a lot easier. I've just seen so many shots go wrong into the center in the last couple of events. Now he only has to, he's right behind it, only has to drop it in, so give him every chance.
Like a 3/4 ball. I would tough to tell what he's left himself. I mean, that 12 obviously always was available.
10 off the 5 as well.
Doesn't look like
Nicely spotted.
now he's going for something else is available.
Work not done. He must have played for the 15 in center. Well, does that 13 go into the center? I didn't think it did. This view.
No, he's looking at the 11 to the bottom right.
I
think it goes past the 4 ball.
In the last couple of
Might
events.
have to bump. Doesn't
He
have
only
his
has
cue ball
to,
into
he's
the
right behind
13.
it. Only has
Ideally,
to
would
drop
like
it
to
in,
go
so
around it.
give him every chance.
Oh, tell what he's left himself. He was a bit worried with a cue ball in the 13 and
10 off the 5 as well.
ended up missing the 11 altogether. And this could be a very costly mistake, Tim.
He must have played for the 15 in center. Well, does that 13 go into the center? I didn't think it did. This view.
No, he's looking at the 11 to the bottom right. I think it goes past the 4 ball. Straight away going for a combination here. Have to bump.
He only has to,
Into
he's
the
right
13.
behind it.
Ideally, would like to go around it. And with that one single shot, he's made himself favorite for the rack now. He was a bit worried with a cue ball in the 13 and
Yeah, what
ended up missing
a momentum
the 11
shift
altogether.
once again.
This could be a very costly mistake, Tim.
He must have played. I mean, gotta say, quite sure Filler won't be happy with his performance until now. I didn't now this
No,
two,
he's looking at the 11
where I would
to the
say
bottom right.
would still favor him to get going.
Past the 4 ball. Straight away going for a combination
It happens though. It's all about how you respond to it.
Ideally, would like to go around it.
6-3 Bergman in the race
With
to
that
8.
one single shot,
Slightly worrying
he's made
for
himself
the
favorite
German.
for the rack now. He was a bit worried with a cue ball in the 13 and
Yeah, what
ended up
a
missing
momentum
the 11
shift
altogether.
once again.
This could be a very costly mistake, Tim.
He must have played. I mean, gotta say,
quite sure Filler won't be happy with his performance until now. Now they
Use this angle
to where I would say would still favor him
off
to
the
get
side
going.
rail. Just straight away going for the combination.
It happens though, it's all about how you respond to it.
What I particularly like about Justin Bergman is cue ball control
Slightly worrying.
is very, very
German
neat.
Was a bit worried with a cue ball in the 13.
Doesn't overcomplicate the shots.
A momentum shift.
Keeps it simple.
Again.
Leaves himself enough angle to work with.
I mean, gotta say, quite sure Filler won't be happy with his performance until now. Now they
Use this angle.
to where I would
And
say
let's not forget him, he's the hometown favorite, so he can keep this level up.
though, it's all about
He's going to be a very, very tough opponent to beat in this event. What I particularly like about Justin Bergman is cue ball control
slightly worrying.
is very, very
German
neat.
Was a bit worried with a cue ball in the 13.
Doesn't overcomplicate the shots.
A momentum shift.
Keeps it simple.
Again.
Leaves
Yeah, and he's
himself
perfect on
enough
the
angle
8.
to work with.
Massive rack. This is 5-4 or 6-3. Such a big difference. And indeed, the crowd is only going to make him stronger and stronger in the long run. He's always going to feel
Hometown favorite, so he can keep this level up.
though, it's all about
He's going to be a very, very tough opponent to beat in this event. What I particularly like about Justin Bergman is cue ball control
slightly worrying.
is very, very
German
neat.
Was a bit worried with a cue ball in the 13.
Doesn't overcomplicate the shots.
A momentum shift.
Keeps
Yeah,
it
well, the
simple.
15 and the 13, of course, being the 8. That's why he's
With.
opting to go for
Massive
the solid.